What is going on, everybody? It's Matt Marchese, also known as Islanders Daily. Your daily news from the four-time Stanley Cup champions, New York Islanders. It's currently 1 a.m. It's getting late here, but it's all right because the Islanders do come out victorious against the Vegas Golden Knights, winning this game 4-3. And what an exciting game it was! There was up and downs the whole way through this game, but it ends with the Islanders picking up the win in overtime against the Vegas Golden Knights, and it comes from an unbelievable J.G. Pageau short-handed goal in overtime. 4-3, that never happens, a short-handed goal in overtime, but Pageau does it all himself, wins the face-off to himself, skates all the way down the ice, and then rips one right past Akira Schmid and beats, good job by Pageau to get around Marner and everything like that. So the Islanders walk out victorious in a game where I thought it was over. I thought that game was done, but hey, they come out and they win it, and what a game it was. It makes it easier to go to bed now later than if they would have lost, because if they would have lost, I would have been PO'd. But luckily, the Islanders do walk out with the win in Vegas. They're playing again, today now technically, against the Utah Mammoth. So another exciting game coming up. But let's break down this Islanders win a little bit before we go. So game starts off, obviously, I think our power play and our penalty kill was very good. Vegas Golden Knights went 0 for 5 on their power plays. Penalty kill did good. Obviously, we only went 1 for 5 on the power play. We had opportunities, but we did score a late game tying goal with a 6-on-5. So I'll say we scored essentially 2 for 6 on the power play, even though it was only 1 for 5. But it was solid. It was solid. And the Islanders started off slow in that first period. They really did. But then it starts with a wicked Emil Heineman shot from a good pass from Bo Horvat, who continues his great season. Obviously, he didn't score a goal today. He wasn't Bo Score-Vat today. He was Bo Pass-Vat today, passing the puck more than shooting and getting 2 assists on the day. So obviously, he gets that nice one to Emil Heineman, and then the next one comes from a wicked Matthew Schaefer wrister on the power play. I don't know how he snuck that puck through, how he found room, but just a beautiful shot by Matthew Schaefer, and it beats Akira Schmid top corner, and that was the Islanders' power play goal. It was 2-0, and I thought, all right, they're looking really good here. They are looking really good. And then the second period, again, the Islanders look as good as they did in the previous period until Shea Theodore, late in the first period, somehow undresses our whole team and scores a goal. Now, I do want to say I think Patrick Waugh should have challenged that. I think it was goaltender interference. I think Theodore pushed Sorokin's pad in the net, but Waugh decided not to challenge it. I'm kind of curious why, because he challenged one later, which was obviously a good goal. So I don't know why he didn't challenge that one against Shea Theodore. I do think it was goaltender interference. Obviously, it is what it is. You should not be allowing Shea Theodore to undress your team. And he almost did it in overtime, too. I don't know what the hell Shea Theodore was on tonight, but he was making solid plays, obviously. Scored that ridiculous goal that will probably be on highlights for a while now. But I do think he pushed the pad of Sorokin in, so I will say, probably should have challenged that for goaltender's interference. They opted not to, so what are you going to do? And then again, that third period, the Islanders just fell to pieces in that third period. They looked like a brand new team who was not exactly good. Obviously, the shots were 8-5 in the third period, but Vegas was making our team look like, mincemeat, really. They were passing all over us. They had the momentum. Tomas Hertl would score a goal, and then Riley Smith would score one, and the team just looked, out of sorts, really. They just didn't look right. And Vegas made us pay, and then, like I said, Waugh challenged that one goal on Smith. Obviously, I'm not sure why. It was probably as good as a goal as it could be, but maybe trying something. Islanders do kill that, power play that Vegas had. And then Patrick Waugh risks it a little and pulls Sorokin very quickly in the third period, and it worked out, as good as it could. Unbelievable pass by Jonathan Drouin to find Schaefer at the blue line. I have no idea that vision. I have no idea how he got that through, but he did. And then an unbelievable head fake by Schaefer, completely fooled Schmid. And then Barzal just ripped a wide open net for a good goal there. And the Islanders tied it up late in that third period. and it was 3-3, and we snuck into overtime after, they looked good, they looked bad, they were able to come back, and the Islanders are showing resilience this year, and that is all you can ask for, the resilience that the New York Islanders are showing, and it has been very good by them. Anytime they're out of a game, they don't give up, and that's all you can ask for. And then obviously overtime happens, and Shea Theodore nearly scores again. He doesn't, luckily. And then Schaefer jumps on the ice way too early, so it becomes a 4-on-3. But before that, Sorokin made an unbelievable save on Mitch Marner where the net was open. He came flying across and just got the chest there, and it was a great save. We were able to cover it up, and then this is where the faceoff comes in. J.G. Pageau wins it to himself. Who wins a faceoff to themselves in overtime and then just takes the puck in overtime, shorthanded, and just puts it behind Schmidt? I'm going to be honest, I was fully thinking the Islanders were losing that game after the penalty. I was like 4-3. Vegas' team is way too strong, way too talented. They have all the possibility here, and Pageau says, screw you, man. And he does it all himself, J.G. Pageau, and scores a goal. And that's his 6th goal of the year. And I really do want to say J.G. Pageau has been playing extremely good hockey this year. I know a lot of Islander fans have wanted Pageau traded, have said that he's a guy to go. But he's playing great hockey this year. And that unit between Pageau and Holmstrom, shorthanded, is unbelievable. It's just simply unbelievable. I'll say that right now. And Pageau scores that shorthanded goal. And I do want to say Simon Holmstrom had a great game today also. He was drawing penalties. He was playing good defensive hockey. He was playing good offensive hockey. And Simon Holmstrom is probably one of my favorite players on the New York Islanders. I think he does everything that he's supposed to. Sorry, I'm starting to yawn here. It's so late. He does everything he has to do, Simon Holmstrom. And that's all you can ask for from a player like him, is what he's doing on this team. And, if the Islanders keep getting that play, you're looking good. Sorokin played good. I'll say I don't really think any of the goals were his fault. Nothing. I don't think he could have done anything on those goals. Obviously, they were just good shots, good, no opportunity there. So I'm not going to get upset about him. Obviously, it's a .896 save percentage, not the best, but I do think he made the big saves when he had to make the big saves, Ilya Sorokin, and that's all you can really ask for. That is all you can ask for, and it's important. It's important. And then obviously, I do just want to say the fourth line, I don't think I can watch Cizikas or Siplikov anymore. I seriously don't. Cizikas takes a dumb penalty, and then that's how Vegas scores that one goal on the 6-on-5. So I should say they will kind of went 1 for 6 on a power play instead of 0 for 5 like the Islanders. But Cizikas and Siplikov, they're just not good. I mean, watching that fourth line, it's like, you got two delinquents in Cizikas and Siplikov who are always in detention. And then you got Cal Ritchie, who's, a smart kid who messed up, accidentally talked back to the teacher, and he got stuck in detention with those bozos. So I feel bad for Ritchie that he's, I don't want to be harsh or anything. I really don't. I like Siplikov. I like Cizikas. It just hasn't, been the best year for them so far, and that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, the Islanders win. The Islanders win a game late at night, and like I said, they're pesky. They're resilient. They keep fighting no matter what. And once again, the Islanders win it in the faceoff circle, winning 56.6% of faceoffs, 30 out of 53. And they continue to be a strong faceoff team. And that Pageau one, no better faceoff to win there. So yeah, obviously the Islanders win this game. It was a close game. It was a fun game. There was ups and downs in this game, but the Islanders fought back. I mean, Schaefer, Horvat, Drouin, Barzal, those guys continue to play at great levels. Pageau, Holmstrom, these guys are playing great hockey right now, and that's all you can ask for. It seems like Sorokin's kind of finding his groove once more with the Islanders, and they're a team. They're a team who's going to fight every single game, every single day, and that's all we can hope for. That's all we can hope for, and the Islanders continue to play good hockey, and hopefully all we can hope for is what I should be saying, is that the Islanders can continue to play like this. Because if they do, there's opportunity. There is opportunity, and it's been a fun year. Obviously, you started this road trip off against 3 strong teams. Obviously, the Rangers were horrible at home this season, but you dominate them. You then go to New Jersey, where you beat them in overtime, a team who didn't lose at home until that game, and then you fly out west and you beat Vegas 4-3 in overtime. Man, things are looking good. They're looking good for the Islanders. Obviously, it's going to be a tough one against Utah, a very talented team there for the Utah Mammoth. I think they're a very good team. They obviously are a team who you need to look out for. They're fast, they're skilled, and they did not play tonight, so they'll be fresh. The Islanders won't be fresh. It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, the Mammoth are 10-7. The Islanders now improved to 9-6-2 on the year. So it's fun. I mean, the Eastern Conference is so tight, though. It is such a tight conference, and anybody can make the playoffs. Anybody can win. And the Islanders just got to keep playing the hockey they've been playing, and they'll give themselves an opportunity. And that's all you can ask for on a year where we all thought we would be rebuilding. But that's going to be it all for this episode today. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave your comments down below. Obviously, the Islanders are back at it against Utah tomorrow night. Luckily, it's not as late as this game. It starts at 9 o'clock, a whole hour earlier. Thank goodness. Because once I press stop recording here, I'm heading to bed. And we can all head to bed happy for that game. So as always, leave your comments down below. And let's go Islanders.